For Portland, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Back to Nurkic. Pass to Little. From deep. Kicks it out to Lillard. The Trailblazers rebound. Poke loose. Shoots over Bradley. Here's Collins. Missed it. Even after all those chances.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Davis. Kicks it out to Bradley. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Green passes to James. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
Coming off the screen, LeBron showing the poise. He runs this play time and time and time again.
Collins, good.
He got pretty much a free run to the hoop right there. They might just count those as automatic points.
Lillard against LeBron. Pass to Davis. Over Collins. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And that's now 6 points for Anthony Davis.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And then for the Lakers, Kyle Kuzma comes in for DeMarcus Cousins, and Quinn Cook subbed in for Avery Bradley. Collison dishes to Whiteside, and there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That's his first foul. Compared to when you were playing C-Web, how have the baseline skill requirements for the 4s and the 5s, the power forwards and the centers, changed, do you think, the most?
The ability to stretch the floor. There's a lot more emphasis on mobility, especially at the defensive end. I don't think you can have a player who is a specialist anymore in the game. I played with some great defenders, the Ben Wallace, the Davis boys there in Indiana, but those positions are no longer valued or needed anymore. You can no longer be a defensive player that can't score on the other end. You have to be a player in the NBA now with a total skill set. That means mobility, shooting, dribble, passing. All of those things have to be encompassed, or there's a way to make sure to highlight you with a mismatch and take you out of the game.
Good documentation. I like it. Whiteside, good. Whiteside's got his second basket of the night.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here is Cook. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The lead pushed to double digits.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
Now here's Turner. It's a 10-point game. With the teardrop, and he lays it up and in. Turner's got his first 2 points.
You can't let Turner jump all over you. Effective at tearing the D apart on the drive with his athleticism and his speed.
Cook kicks to James. Over Hood. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And on the glass so far, it hasn't even been close.
Here's Collison, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Collison's got his first bucket of the night.
The mid-range area of the floor is so important. Collison knows how to shoot.
And Kuzma slams it in.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that
A
dunk?
nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Trailblazers trail by 8. Hood kicks to Collison. Back to Hood. Inside, Whiteside, and it's stripped in by Whiteside.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Yeah, guys, and his teammates love it. Gotta get him a few big pats on the back.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
Can you say poster? Those are some impressive ups. Way to go, Bert.
And it's Green, missing.
I like the burst to the bucket right there, but the finish has got to be better.
Lasagna's shot is off.
I don't care who it is. Can't leave him wide open from that range.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Turner looking around. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Lakers lead by 8. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. One of the most lethal scorers in the game, All-Star Damian Lillard.
I like a challenge. I love being here.
And the Blazers, Greg, disappointed with last year's first-round defeat, but they've assembled some nice talent.
And like he said, we've seen teams jump into title contention more quickly than expected in the past.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second-chance points.
Well, obviously that was the game plan coming in. Be physical right off the rim.
Whiteside is out there with Lasagna. Then it's Turner. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Collison in at the one spot. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Whiteside, no good on the shot. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
I mean, you talk about the mystique and allure of Los Angeles. The Lakers are undoubtedly the #1 show in LA. Truly one of the great franchises in the NBA.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the middle. On the jam by Whiteside.
The intelligence of Turner is so impressive. You see it in the pick and roll. Slicing passes beautifully from the league.
And with the legacy and the history of the Los Angeles Lakers comes the pressure to win.
But for the organization, they have to be the best. I mean, they have no qualms about going out and going to get a big-time free agent. The players up to the front office, everyone in LA feels the pressure.
With this break, we have a chance to break down where the assist has been coming from tonight between the front and backcourt for Los Angeles.
And their guards have led the way in that regard. The ball is in their hands, and credit to them. They're not just looking to get shots up. They're of the mindset to create great looks for everybody.
Now, here's Kuzma. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight, 3 for 4.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Chris, he had a lengthy NBA career. From what you observed, talk about the differences in how various coaches hold practices and try to teach.
You just want to keep guys motivated. You want guys to listen and then execute. And whatever you can do to get their ear, gain their trust, and then get them to go out there and execute. So if you're on a veteran team, you may have a smaller practice but with more intensity. Meaning maybe you only practice an hour of live work going back and forth and scrimmaging. Whereas if you're a young team, you might be able to expect 2 hours of scrimmaging every day. Do the players understand the culture? Do they understand the tenets of the offense and the defense? And usually coaches coach by that need and necessity of the team as opposed to just having one structure. So in Washington, we had 3-a-days during training camp, as opposed to in Sacramento later in my career, it would be one practice because we're all old. We need to make sure that we get the most intensity out of this practice and then save our legs for the game.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats for LeBron James. Coming off a terrific season, he put up about 27 points per game last season, 9 assists and 8 rebounds. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
Yeah, impossible to check right now. When he's on a roll like this, there's not much you can do to stop him. Last year was a season of up and down for the Blazers when you think about it. They won their division title. It's just the second time since 2000, third overall in the West. They were blindsided by the Pelicans and swept in the first round.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And Collins subbed in for Hazanya. Now here's McCollum. 5 points in the game. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Really overshadowed Chris, but good they accomplished in the regular season.
And that's a shame because they had a fantastic year overall. They had a late season surge in March to secure the division and third in the West. They don't necessarily have the talent of other teams within a small market. Those are the breaks in the NBA. I'm sure this group will be out with a chip on their shoulder because of it.
Now here's McCollum. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Monday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards.
And for their matchup with the Magic, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
Collins passes to Cannon. Collins kicks to McCollum. Over Caldwell Pope. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from McCollum.
You got to know McCollum is looking to fire off the pass. This is why you must play up on him.
Here's Rondo. Pass to McGee. Collins grabs the miss. Portland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Down low. Here's Nurkic. And the lead is down inside single digits. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Nurkic with the steal. Here's Little, and he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, Kevin, great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. Good teammate who likes hitting his open guy.
And that one's good. James.
You need to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Cannon looking over the floor. Kicks to McCollum. Collins against James. Back to McCollum. 5 on the clock. It's over McGee. McCollum, no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Rondo, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
It's underrated, but Rondo possesses terrific spread. Even when you get the contact, he has a way of being able to create and finish shots.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. The Lakers also changing it up. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for JaVale McGee. Anthony Davis comes in for LeBron. And it's Green in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Rondo, no good on that one. Chris, there are a lot of players offensively in this league who do certain things, just the nuances that create contact and draw fouls and get themselves to the line, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. When I think of fouls, I think of James Harden. If I was a big man in the league today, I would have nightmares about this guy. He gets to the free throw line almost like it's 10 times a game. If Euro step, he's always put his elbow up, he baits you to reach in, and then is a presence of mind to be so quick that once you put your hand in the cookie jar, it's like your little brother telling you, "Ma," and you get in trouble. And that's what he does. He makes sure that the ref sees you getting that contact, you get the foul. And how about DeMar DeRozan, what he does and being so strong attacking the hole, and DeMarcus Cousins inside using his big body in the post. Those come to mind the quickest, using their skill set to draw fouls on other players. There's an art.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. It's a 13-point game. This, of course, their first opportunity to play the Lakers.
Yeah, and they came out with a W every time they played this squad last year. A stark contrast drawn between the conference's haves and have-nots.
Now, here's Lillard. No points in the game yet for him. That's good from 17 feet away.
Yeah, Kevin, such a smart play. Lillard willing to take the jumper from the mid-range.
Rondo kicks to Davis. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
He's been in control here tonight, helping them get in front with his work from the field.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Hood's checked in. Bradley's checked in for the Lakers. LeBron comes in for Rajon Rondo. And that one falls for Anthony Davis. The clear strength of the Blazers is their backcourt of Lillard and McCollum.
Well, the two complement each other so well. Both can create and dish for one another. Both can take over a game with their shooting. And they're the engine that drives this whole offense. That's his mindset. Attack, attack, attack whenever possible.
Lillard against LeBron. Right side Davis. Back to James. Shoots over Lillard. The Lakers keep it alive. Fresh 24. And it's Davis missing. Trailblazers trail by 11. And the foul on Avery Bradley. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Trailblazers, Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic. Hezonja comes in for Zach Collins. And it's Collison in for C.J. McCollum. Now here's Hood. He's still scoreless so far in this one. To the paint, here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Yeah, guys, and the finish is the perfect capper. I mean, taking it all the way to the team.
And here are the Trailblazers now, following the bucket by the Lakers. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got a pair of triples in the second half for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
James looking around. He kicks it to Davis. Over Hezonja. Cousins trying to free himself up. And Davis with the basket on the assist by James. LeBron's got 3 assists now in this one. And another turnover here by Portland.
Wow. Wasted possession. Thanks to what should have been a simple pass.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half. The dish to Green. Outside Bradley. Six on the shot clock. Here's James, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Damian Lillard.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And the first one falls.
In many ways, he feels like he's playing his best ball right now when you talk about LeBron James.
Evan Turner, he's checked in for Portland. The Lakers also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Cousins. Cunningham comes in for Davis. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Danny Green. And both free throws good for LeBron. Trailblazers trail by 14. Lillard, right side. The kick out to Collison. The pass to Hezonja. Outside Turner. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
And whatever call will focus on you, his length is going to be on your mind. You're going to be looking in that rear view mirror, just so good at positioning his body and not fouling on his contest.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Los Angeles Lakers. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Contavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, they're important.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He ended up with 15 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Tremendous run from Anthony Davis in the first half. One of the few true bigs who scores effortlessly on all 3 levels. Will move his feet on defense, cut to the lane, block shots, and a terrific rebound.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, they struggled in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Oh yeah, especially how he established great position and showing some nice footwork. Really great out of the defensive play.
Checking out the group with Frank Vogel to start the second half. We've got Green. Anthony Davis is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's LeBron James. And it's Bradley in at the shooting guard. Now here's Cousins. Back to James. Pass to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Excellent court awareness. James has always had terrific instincts as a playmaker.
Trailblazers trail by 14. Well, LeBron making one of the biggest splashes over the summer, signing with the Lakers, and Greg, it happened pretty fast.
And the Lakers front office had been recruiting LeBron hard. LeBron talked with Kobe about his time with the organization and what to expect before making his decision. Kobe's words seem to be a big factor for LeBron. Once again, the Mamba doing everything he can to help the Lakers.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Davis. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Collins has got his 5th rebound in this one. Lillard surveying the deep. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Lakers leading by 11. 90 seconds now into the second half. Bradley finds Cousins. Inside. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Passes it to Nurkic. That one goes in. Nurkic has got 6.
And the touch Nurkic has inside. I mean, I love seeing him be aggressive and look to get his shot from there.
James against Lillard. LeBron kicks to Davis. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Lillard outside. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. LeBron against Lillard. Davis in the corner. On the wing, Green. Nurkic with the steal. And here's McCollum for three. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 4 assists now tonight. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And with Jusuf Nurkic, the Bosnian center, he's so impressive on the floor, he can be a fantastic player.
And fans always want more from Nurkic. I mean, they see the flashes of what he can do when he's active and aggressive. Nurkic himself knows that this is the case with him, and it's something he's trying to iron out.
Checked in for Lillard. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Cousins. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Danny Green. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Bradley. Rajon Rondo subbed in for James. Pass to Kuzma. Kicks it to Davis. Here's McGee, and it's McGee slamming it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Hammer, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Oh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
And the Lakers making a change here. Cousins is checked in.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. He's coming off an excellent season. First in blocks, second in scoring, and one of the league's most ferocious rebounders, always working. He was top 5 in that category.
Clearly one of the best at what he does. Some of his highlight rejections were on sight. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Well, come on. You give Magic Johnson credit. See an angel. Lakers wanted to make a big splash in free agency, and they did. Landing the biggest free agent that they could. Landing LeBron instantly made their offseason a success. I mean, it took a lot to recruit LeBron. Give Magic Johnson credit. But this franchise has been the talk since he signed on.
And it's in there. Davis has got 17.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Nurkic can't hit.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those 2 things that he possesses.
And the Lakers wasted, Chris, no time filling the rest of the roster with veterans.
Yeah, Kevin, with LeBron on board, I think that's a solid idea. Look, the Lakers didn't land another huge free agency target. We all know that. But they did do a good job of building a team around LeBron. I mean, they have a nice blend of youth and veterans on this roster. And with LeBron, as we know, you never know. That could work.
Now, here's Nurkic. McGee with the block. And he recovers it.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Cannon dishes to McCollum. And that one is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
And guys, this is the blueprint for winning on the road. How about the level of focus on each and every possession?
They've come in with a great overall strategy, the right attitude, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Here's Cannon following the bucket by the Lakers. McCollum kicks to Whiteside. Back to McCollum. Shot to stop the run. It's good from long range. 15 points in the game.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Now think about this Portland team. Very solid on defense. They do a good job of closing out on shooters, both in the mid-range and deep. I mean, they can improve, but they're still a very tough team to score against at times.
Entirely new group here for Portland. Azania is checked in for Nurkic. Turner comes in for the Machine. Rodney Hood's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Collison in for Cannon. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for JaVale McGee. James comes in for Davis. Bradley's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And there it is for him. 18 points for LeBron. And for the Blazers, their defense, Chris, is something that can get overlooked.
Yeah, they don't do a great job of forcing turnovers. Bottom 3 in the league last year in that regard, but they are a very good rebounding team, and they play well as a unit. I love the way they rotate to cover up for each other.
Here's Whiteside. This is the fullback Jay.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Bradley, and it's sent back by Turner. And here's Collison. He kicks it to Whiteside. Bradley against Hood. Out left to the wing. Collison, the pass to Whiteside. Just 5 on the clock. Over Cousins. And that one hits back iron.
Defense recognizing the situation and getting right in his face once he got close to the puck.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so Collison will bring it up for Portland. They trail by 18. There's the pass to Hazania. And stolen by Kuzma. LeBron outside. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Well, 6 of their last 10 points coming off the fast break.
Portland's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Here's Whiteside. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Cook kicks to James. Pass to Cousins. Over Whiteside. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by James. And that's now 9 points for DeMarcus Cousins. Trailblazers trail by 20. Collison finds Turner. Whiteside up top. Put on the wing. Pocket 6. Back to Whiteside. Kept alive. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Cousins against Whiteside. Cousins inside. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. And for Portland, they're shooting 41% from the floor so far in the third. Here's Turner. Good, and the assist goes to Collison.
Love the inside game of Turner. He's not the biggest guy, but that doesn't stop him from capitalizing in close to the bucket.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Now Turner launches it. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Whiteside. Collison is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Hezonja. And it's Hood in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And that one's good, James.
And defensively, I know we say it every game, you have to try to make someone other than LeBron beat you. Easier said than done.
Now, here's Lillard. You know, the NBA has cracked down on flopping. It's still part of the game, but C-Web, would you agree that progress has been made in that area?
Yeah, I think so. And I like to blame a lot of my European players for bringing that over with soccer. Soccer with the flopping and that, and we've kind of taken away. And I know a little bit about flopping. We had some floppers on my Sacramento team, and so flopping is frustrating. You don't want to see that. You want to see guys earn it. This isn't soccer or football, and so I think the league has done a very good job, whether it was trying to find guys early or just embarrass you and say, hey, you're Shaq the fool, get up right now. No one touched you. Why did you flop? Or act like you were hit and move 10 feet back on the side. I hate flopping. But then again, you must embellish, you must be a good actor. You got to put the referees in a tough position to make a good call. How do you find that balance? But I think the NBA has done a good job of making sure that it isn't encouraged and isn't rewarded.
Here is Cook after Darren Collison's bucket. Here's Cousins. Back to Cook. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. Over Whiteside. Takes it from 10. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Not easy to miss a clean look inside like that, but he manages to do it.
Such a wide open look. 14 points for Lillard.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
And the Lakers call time here. And C-Web, so many talked about the 2001 Lakers and how they might be one of the greatest teams to ever play. You saw their talent firsthand. What do you think?
I think they have Kevin, a Hall of Fame coach, two of the greatest players to ever play the game, with Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant, and right there, that 15-1 in the playoffs, that's the gold standard. I mean, Kobe and Shaq were very motivated that year, and I think they're in the conversation for best team ever.
Different look now for Portland. Collins checked in for Mario Hezonja. The machine comes in for Hood, and McCollum subbed in for Darren Collison. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Cousins. Anthony Davis comes in for LeBron. Danny Green, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Cook. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. He told them one thing. He said, no mistakes from here on out. We've got a good lead. Don't take chances. No dumb fouls. Smart basketball the rest of the way. Guys.
Now here's McCollum over Green. Shot is good in the Los Angeles leads, but down now to just 11 on the basket from McCollum.
He had to battle through some tough shooting problems in the first half. I mean, give him credit. It's been much easier for him in the second.
On the wing, Davis. Here's McGee. They need this one, and it's good on the way in. And the Lakers lead by 13.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you what, it's like football. Having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, I mean, you had to stop.
Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Whiteside.
He is just brilliant in that pick and roll. Rondo does a great job of cutting passes through the porous defense.
Trailblazers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Lillard fires away from way outside. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
Rondo passes to Kuzma. Kicks it to Davis. And the basket is good. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Rondo against Lillard. McCollum outside. A 3-pointer off the mark. Lakers leading by 17. Outside Rondo. This is it to Kuzma. Outside Davis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Chris, you played against the Blazers and in Portland so many times in your career. Explain the love the city has for this terrific team.
Well, Portland actually was my favorite arena to play in. I love the floor, the seats, the lighting there. I just love playing there. I mean, the city lives and dies with the Blazers. They have crazy, die-hard fans there in Rip City. I mean, very few teams have a devoted fan base as the Blazers do.
Trailblazers trail by 19. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
It's McCollum on the wing, guarded by Green.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. They'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for that game against the Nuggets, it's never easy going up against the top team in the West. But if they're able to come away with the win, it's going to be a huge confidence booster.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for JaVale McGee. Bradley comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And James subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Pass to Lillard. He dishes it to McCollum. He kicks to Collins. Back to McCollum. Will it go? Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McCollum's got 13 points here in the second half alone. James in the post. Covered by Lillard. Releases. Nails the baby hook. And it's now 26 points for LeBron.
There's no way to handle LeBron James inside. It's just not going to happen.
Trailblazers trail by 18. McCollum left side. Out to the wing. Lillard finds Nurkic, shoots over Cousins, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
You can't jump at the pump fake. Nurkic is too skilled at getting defenders up in the air.
Free throw good, Nurkic. And isn't it amazing how overnight the Lakers went from a rebuilding team to a contending team now with LeBron?
You know, whatever team LeBron has been on has always been a threat to make the finals. Magic Johnson knows that. He was always a threat to make the finals. 9 for him, 8 for LeBron. I mean, the Lakers recognize and know that they have a 4-year window with LeBron now. Titles are a standard for Magic Johnson and the Lakers, and their commitment to bringing LeBron in shows that.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, yeah, he might have seen something he wants to exploit. Well, we'll see what they run coming out of this.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special.
I'm sure he thought that was good when they left his fingertips. Matter of fact, I know he did.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. The pass to Nurkic. Here's Collins. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
He may have missed it, but that's a clean look at the basket.
Pass to Davis. And Cousins kicks to James. Loads it up for Davis. An emphatic LU jam.
Such a creative player. Look, James is fantastic at reading the floor and finding his teammates.
Trailblazers trail by 18. Now a timeout called by Portland. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
This is a critical timeout for them. They've got to come up with a plan to slow him down right here and right now.
Substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Cousins. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Davis. Cook, he's checked in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for LeBron. Lillard from outside knocks down the three ball. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first two quarters.
Now here's Rondo. Down low, and McGee kicks to Cook. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 8 rebounds in this game. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Love the sensational ball control from McCollum. He makes it look so easy.
Rondo against Lillard. Rondo's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 13. Here's Little. Rebounded by McGee. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Passes it to Kuzma. Clock at 4. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 15.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Lakers.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Anthony Davis.
He was too much for them to deal with tonight. Plain and simple. They tried all sorts of ways to contain him in the
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lillard, terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
Hey guys, you gotta ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Oh yeah, this is a nice run here, but too little too late. And deep down, I think they know it.
Now here's Rondo after the miss from Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Lillard against Rondo. Pass to Kuzma. Over Collins. Another miss by Kuzma. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony, this was a win where you guys looked like you were confident and understood that you really can win every time out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Coming into every game, we think we can win each game, and we definitely believe that. We got to go out there and fight every game, hustle, our energy, our defense, and we're going to fight for the rest of the season.
Looking good out there right now, Anthony. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much.